What just happened in the last 5 minutes has sent the entire global fanbase into absolute chaos and panic mode. Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, and one of the most skilled dancers in the entire K-pop industry, just posted a TikTok that has armies simultaneously screaming in awe and clutching their hearts in terror. The video, uploaded mere minutes ago, shows the superstar attempting a dance routine so technically demanding, so physically brutal, and so dangerously complex that even the Jungkook, who has been dancing professionally since he was a teenager, who has performed on the world's biggest stages without breaking a sweat, who makes impossibly difficult choreography look effortless, nearly took a catastrophic fall that could have resulted in serious injury. The timestamp on the post confirms this literally just happened, and fans who caught it in real time are already flooding social media with frame-by-frame analyses, worried messages, and shocked reactions to witnessing one of the industry's most accomplished performers coming within a split second of a potentially career-threatening accident. How did this happen? Why would someone of Jungkook's caliber and experience attempt something so risky? And most importantly, is he okay? The questions are exploding across every platform as millions of fans who are just now discovering the video try to process what they're seeing and what it means. This isn't some rookie idol trying to prove themselves or an inexperienced performer biting off more than they can chew. This is Jungkook, the same artist who has consistently been recognized as one of the best dancers in K-pop, who has trained for countless hours under some of the industry's most demanding choreographers, who has executed flawless performances in front of stadium crowds of 50,000 plus people without a single mistake. The fact that he nearly fell during this new dance routine sends an absolutely chilling message about just how insanely difficult the choreography must be. Fans who have followed Jungkook's career since BTS's debut know that he doesn't do anything halfway. When he commits to a performance, he goes all in with intensity and precision that borders on perfectionism. So when a video surfaces showing him visibly struggling, his body tilting at a dangerous angle, his balance completely compromised for a heart-stopping moment where gravity seemed ready to slam him into the ground, that's not something anyone was prepared to see. The split second where his weight shifted wrong and you can literally see him fighting physics to stay upright has been replayed thousands of times already by fans trying to understand exactly what went wrong and how he managed to recover before catastrophe struck. But here's what's driving everyone absolutely insane right now. The move that nearly took him down is part of a choreography style that's been gaining massive attention in the dance community for being brutally unforgiving to even the most experienced performers. We're talking about a combination that requires explosive power, perfect timing, incredible core strength, and the kind of body control that takes years to develop. And even then, one tiny miscalculation in weight distribution or momentum can send you crashing. The video shows Jungkook executing a series of rapid transitions that would challenge professional dancers twice his age with twice his training, building up to the moment that has everyone talking. A spinning jump that requires him to rotate midair while simultaneously changing leg positions, land on one foot with all his momentum redirected, and immediately drop into a floor-level movement without losing control. It's the kind of move that dance instructors use to separate amateurs from professionals, the kind of technique that requires not just skill but courage because the margin for error is essentially zero. Watching Jungkook attempt this and seeing that terrifying instant where his landing foot couldn't quite absorb the impact correctly, where his body started tilting backward at an angle that should have meant a hard fall onto his back or worse, it's genuinely shocking even for fans who are used to seeing him pull off incredible feats. The TikTok video itself is only about 15 seconds long, but those 15 seconds contain more drama, skill, danger, and pure heart attack-inducing tension than most people experience in entire performances. Jungkook is wearing simple practice clothes, black pants, and a fitted shirt that shows every muscle engagement and body movement with crystal clarity. The setting appears to be a private dance studio, the kind of space where artists work on new material away from public eyes before deciding whether to share it with the world. The lighting is bright and unforgiving, capturing every detail of his movements with the kind of clarity that makes what almost happened even more terrifying to witness. The audio is a trending sound on TikTok right now, a track with an aggressive beat drop that perfectly times with the most difficult portion of the choreography, the exact moment where everything nearly went catastrophically wrong. What's absolutely fascinating and simultaneously horrifying about this near fall is that you can see Jungkook's professional training kick in during the crisis moment. His arms immediately shoot out for balance, his core engages in a way that shifts his center of gravity just enough to prevent the backward fall, and his free leg makes this lightning-fast adjustment that somehow allows him to regain control instead of crashing. It happens in literally a fraction of a second, faster than most people's conscious reaction time, which means it was pure muscle memory and years of training saving him from injury. But even with that incredible save, you can see the moment of "oh shit" flash across his face, the brief recognition that he came way too close to disaster, before his expression shifts back to focus as he completes the rest of the routine. Professional dancers who have already seen and commented on the video are calling his recovery absolutely insane, and the kind of save that most dancers couldn't pull off even if they saw the fall coming. The fan reaction in just these first few minutes since the video posted has been absolutely explosive, and is currently trending on every major social media platform worldwide. ARMY who caught the video immediately are posting things like, "I just aged 10 years. My heart literally stopped." And "Jungkook, please be careful, oh my god." The comments section on the TikTok itself is being flooded faster than anyone can read them, with messages in dozens of languages all expressing the same themes. Shock at how difficult the choreography is, terror at how close he came to falling, amazement at his recovery, and desperate pleas for him to be more careful and not risk injury attempting such dangerous moves. Fan accounts with millions of followers are already posting slowed-down versions of the video, breaking down frame by frame exactly what happened and how his body mechanics shifted during that critical moment. Some are creating side-by-side comparisons with other professional dancers attempting similar moves to show just how technically demanding this choreography is. What makes this situation even more intense is that Jungkook has a documented history of pushing himself to extremes when it comes to performance and training. This is the same artist who has continued performing through injuries before, who practices until exhaustion is no longer optional but inevitable, who has openly discussed his perfectionist tendencies and his frustration when he can't execute something exactly as he envisions it. Fans are genuinely worried that this near fall won't make him more cautious, but might actually make him more determined to master the move perfectly, potentially leading to more practice sessions where the risk of actual injury remains high. The protective instincts of ARMY are fully activated right now, with many posting messages directly addressed to Jungkook begging him to please be careful, to please not prioritize perfection over his health and safety, to please remember that his well-being matters more than any dance move no matter how impressive. Dance professionals and choreographers who are seeing this video are providing expert analysis that makes the situation even more remarkable. Multiple professional dancers have already posted reaction videos expressing genuine shock at the difficulty level of what Jungkook was attempting and respect for how close he came to pulling it off despite the near disaster. One professional choreographer with decades of experience commented that the specific combination of moves Jungkook is attempting would typically require weeks of careful progression and practice to build up to safely, and that attempting it at full speed and full intensity the way the video shows is, honestly, kind of reckless even for someone of his skill level. Another professional dancer noted that the landing position required for that spinning jump is biomechanically unstable by design, and that even with perfect execution, there's always a risk of the kind of balance loss we witnessed in the video. The choice to post this video publicly on TikTok rather than keeping it private as practice footage is itself generating discussion and speculation. Some fans believe Jungkook posted it precisely because of what happened, that he wanted to share the authentic reality of practicing difficult choreography, including the mistakes and near misses that are part of the learning process. This interpretation fits with his tendency to be relatively open with fans about his artistic process and the work that goes into performances they see as effortless. Others suggest he might not have fully realized how dramatic the near fall looked until after posting, and that he shared it thinking of it as just another practice video without anticipating the intense reaction it would generate. There's also speculation that this could be a preview or teaser for upcoming content, perhaps a new dance challenge, a collaboration with a choreographer, or material for a future project, and that posting it despite the imperfection was intentional to build excitement and show the difficulty level of what he's working on. The technical aspects of the choreography are worth examining in detail, because they explain exactly why even someone of Jungkook's caliber came so close to falling. The sequence begins with what dancers call a prep, a brief moment where the body loads energy for the explosive movement to come. Jungkook executes this perfectly, his knees bending to exactly the right depth, his arms positioning in a way that will help generate rotational momentum. The jump itself requires him to push off with enough force to get airborne while simultaneously initiating a spin, which means coordinating multiple muscle groups firing in precise sequence within milliseconds. While airborne, and we're talking about maybe half a second of airtime, he has to complete a partial rotation while also changing his leg position from the takeoff configuration to the landing configuration. This requires incredible spatial awareness and body control because he can't see the ground during the rotation and has to rely entirely on proprioception and muscle memory to know where his body is in space. The landing is where everything almost went catastrophically wrong,